Hello, hello. Sandra here. Wisdom of taking a moment and being present for the holidays. This is Monday, the week leading up to Christmas, and I've got kind of a little bit of a festive vibe going on behind me. I've got my festive reindeer mug with some lovely decaf Earl Grey in here, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to pull some cards. I want to do some cards for us for leading up to this week, just as a general pull, a general collective, a check-in to see where we are at. So I'm going to find a safe place for my tea and we're going to get going. Okay, I do have 3 decks of cards here and 3 elements that I've put towards them. Is pile 1, Work Your Light Oracle, pile 2, and the Gaia Cryon cards, pile 3. Pile number 1 is represented by a beach stone, pile 2, amethyst, and pile 3, an oyster shell. I've already cleansed and cleared the cards, and now I'm going to shuffle them and see what it brings. So this is a general collective reading for all of us for this week. And in particular, if you were drawn to choose one of the piles, then you may find that that is the message that is resonating most for you. Oh, right off the bat, I've got one from the Animal Kin deck, and I will continue to move these around. These cards are a little bit large, and the deck is large as well, so I have to kind of go a little bit easy with my hands. Gosh, it's gorgeous out there today. It was snowing this morning when we went for our walk, just really lightly snowing, but so crisp and pretty. There's our second one. There is a theme coming on these animal cards today, guys. I am doing just the shuffle. Oh, and there's our card. Okay. Shuffle and pull for those. Okay. First one I got is the first 2 cards actually are bird cards. And this first one is called the wagtail. I'm going to show it to you up close and personal. So the wagtail, and its message is essence. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's very simplistic. Charcoal, black and white colors. Wagtail, essence. Get back to your roots and lighten up. The small wagtail is a ground-feeding bird that is part of the fantail family. They have a joyful spirit that reminds us to be playful, spirited, and childlike. When life feels heavy, as if we were carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, we can look to the wagtail to see that life doesn't have to be so serious all the time. That in fact, in order to make a greater and more positive impact on the planet, we must look continually maintaining our own positivity. If you picked this pile, the wagtail is offering you the gift of reconnecting with our own essence, our purpose, our soul, and our connection to all that is divine. As he sits on the grass, foraging for insects, swaying and fanning his big tail feathers in the air, we are reminded of the importance of staying grounded and remembering the childhood memories we collect, having fun, playing, dancing, and singing. Returning to the ancient practices for pure happiness, we are able to see what it was that always drove us to do such big work in this world. The innocence, the essence, and the beauty in life that we wish to continue to preserve for generations to come. Oh, you guys, is this not perfect as we lead into the Christmas holiday season? I just finished doing this week's radio show talking about having a simple, hearkening back to a more simple, less materialistic time. This essence card just, it really, really resonates with me for that. The second one that I pulled was also a bird card. So this one is a beautiful, beautiful bird, and it's actually seasonally applicable as well, because we have them so much around here, and it's the hummingbird. Look at that. And the hummingbird is represented by joy. And again, the beauty of this, I'm asking for, the pull was for a collective message for all of us. So first of all, to tap into our essence and the simple beauty of things. Now to joy. The smallest things in life offer the biggest spectrum of light. The tiny yet energetic hummingbird reminds us to find joy in every moment and taste the sweet nectar of life with gratitude. The hummingbird has the amazing ability to beat its wings up to 50 times per second, creating a beautiful humming vibration. The smallest of birds, the hummingbird feeds on nectar from flowering plants, from flower to flower, seeking out the sweetest and most abundant sources of the sweet liquid. They have an incredibly fast metabolism to process all the sugar and can voluntarily enter a mild hibernation to conserve energy if food is scarce. The hummingbird urges us to stop wasting energy on things, ideas, dramas, or beliefs that are not in our highest good, and instead asks us to look at what we already have in our lives and to be grateful for. Their colorful and iridescent plumage reminds us to see the beauty and full range of fulfillment in the smallest things, and to see that wherever we shine a light on the things we love, we are gifted with the full spectrum and sensory delight it has to offer as a reward for our fullest attention. We all know the saying that the best things in life are free, and the hummingbird teaches us this truth and also adds the smallest things can offer the biggest reward. Again, it's not lost on me how absolutely perfect and appropriate that is for this leading week up into Christmas. The third one that I pulled, and again, I think this is so complimentary, and if you chose pile 1, your third card is Fox, representing solitude. Look at that. So along with enjoying all of these small pleasures and having the essence that we are embracing and embracing all of that joy and creating those memories, we are reminded that alone time allows for personal growth and inner peace. Recognized historically as the cunning villain of the animal kingdom, the fox will do whatever it takes to have its needs met. Living and hunting mostly in solitude, foxes get crafty when it comes to finding food sources and remaining undetected. Foxes possess extraordinary hearing skills and invite us to open up and truly listen to what is happening around us. We are guided to listen to our inner wisdom, tune into our intuition for advice, and listen to the true nature of our life's happenings, therefore uncovering the need to shed unnecessary stories, resentments, and beliefs. Foxes remind us of our need for solitude, retreat, hiding, and often to focus purely on ourselves in order to restore, recharge, and get back into our own power. According to folklore, the fox is an intelligent being said to possess magical abilities to increase with age. You can see that often the most intriguing and associated types are actually the most powerful. As cheeky as a fox can be, it is also inspiring to see how much they can achieve as an individual. Whereas a lot of other wild dog and cat species rely heavily on their pack for survival, the fox teaches us how much we can do on our own, and we don't need to call on others to help us live a fulfilling life. The wagtail, the hummingbird, and the fox. Pile number 1. Okay, if you chose pile number 2, this is the Work Your Light pile with amethyst. And again, we are asking for a collective message for those of us that are listening and watching. This is going in, this is the Monday, the week leading up to Christmas on December 25th, this Saturday. And we're asking for, these cards are great for a message from our higher self and from sort of the divine feminine energy out there. So I'm going to ask for a message from these cards. And for this one, I'm going to do a circular spread that I do with the cards. If you watched my video on the 3 ways that I pull oracle cards. So I am shuffling them until they feel right. I'm going to split them. Okay, that's feeling good. Nice arch. Beautiful, beautiful arch. These cards were singing. My hands were alive. Okay, so if you picked pile 2, your first card is Trust the Niggle. I love it when this card comes up. It's, what is that niggling feeling telling you? What is that little voice, that intuition? What are you being told that inner voice is telling you, your higher self? Listen to that going into this week. Trust that. That is that message, that is what you are meaning to do. Trust that. Trust that niggle. The second one is Inner Temple. Tune in to the portal of your heart. And that's just a beautiful, beautiful message. I am going to read that one for us because I think that it is nice to go a little bit deeper on this one. So the Inner Temple devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. You're being called to be a devoted student and tune into your heart, to incorporate true devotion into your life. You could be called upon to develop a regular meditation, journaling, or chanting practice, or to show up to your soul with rhythm, to develop a daily practice where you fill up your well and spend time with your soul. As all of the answers to all of the questions that you seek are waiting for you in the portal of your heart, but you cannot hear them unless you carve out time each day to listen. Your soul is yearning for a deeper relationship with you, and so the more time you spend with it and show up, more clearly it will guide you. We are here to grow as souls. Earth is one big playground for the soul to learn, and you are being called to go deeper in your soul growth to increase your devotion by being a student of a lineage or a spiritual teacher. If you have already been a committed student, then you are being commended for your devotion. Your guides want you to know how proud of you they are, and that the time you spend in devotion is priceless. If you are questioning your career or life path, your guides want you to turn your focus towards devotion and this prayer. Please use me in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. May my life be one big moving prayer. That is beautiful. So trust the niggle. Trust what is being told. Devotion, Inner Temple, followed by, I love this card, Warrior Woman. With your sword, standing so proud. Warrior Woman, have you answered your deepest calling? You're here for a reason. You're being called to bravely pave a path. Have you answered your highest and deepest calling? Living a heart and soul-led life is not a fluffy and smooth sailing. Living a heart and soul-led life requires courage to triumph over fear. So often our fears are the gatekeepers to our greatest gifts. And the more resistance we have towards answering a call, the more important it is to our soul's growth. Sometimes fear is an indication that we are facing the right way. Joan of Arc was known for her courage and her famous line, "I'm not afraid. I was born to do this." But the thing about courage is that it's not possible without fear. So if you are feeling afraid, what is needing is courage. And courage comes from living from the heart. Think of your fears as opportunities to expand rather than things that are holding you hostage. If you look at the fears in this light, then, as comfortable as it might feel, it's actually a sign that you are on the right track. Okay. The third pile number 3, with the shell, the beautiful oyster shell. This is the Gaia Revealed Cryon cards. And I don't know if you've looked into or listened to any of the Cryon readings. Cryon is a channel done by Lee Carroll. And these ones are all about Gaia, Mother Earth. And so pile number 3, let's get a message here for all of us, for the collective, leading up into this week. This is Monday, the week leading up into Christmas week. So whatever you happen to have on your plate this week, know that it is up to us to choose and be responsible with where we're putting our time and energy for our mind, body, spirit, and soul. I know that, it's jumped right out. Okay. Alignment with Gaia. The indigenous felt the planet and knew it was part of them. They had an alliance with Gaia and used ceremonies of alignment, not prayers of asking. The process of alignment is still alive and available to you, and already Gaia is responding to your intent. And so it is. Add that one to my flower collection and do one more from the Cryon. Sometimes I only do one from these. The messages are just so, they feel so complete. But we're going to go for a little bit more clarity here for those of you that picked a message from Gaia to and for you and us on this day. Just coming out of the most beautiful full moon. I'll tell you what I'm doing with the full moon. I've got a bit of a manifestation situation happening. Okay. I love this one. Precious animals of Gaia. The precious animals of Gaia are here in service to humanity. The animals we know as pets have one purpose: companionship and love. So good. I know I found this to be just, feeling like some hot chocolate, feeling like a warm hug, feeling like just what I needed on this Monday as I am leading into what for me is not going to be a busy week, but it's feeling like an important week. I've got some things to get ready for, some preparations, and I hope that you enjoyed this card pull as well, and we'll see you next time.